comparison between Dianabol and Anadrol. So I got a question in the comments from my last video. Someone saying, I think you should compare, do a nice video if you could compare Anadrol and Dianabol. What are their pros and cons, and how in a way they're used, and which one is better in a way. So that's exactly what I'm going to do in this video. So I think what we're going to do is I'm not even sure exactly how I'm going to structure it, because I never actually plan my videos, but I think what we'll do is we'll talk about how they're similar, how they're different, and then in a way sort of how they each would be used in terms of what goal you have, if that makes sense. Alright, so how they're similar. So a lot of it is the sort of bog standard oral properties, like they're pretty fast acting, they make you hold water, they both will, they're both liver toxic, they both get you to retain water. Did I not just say that? They both get you to lose your hair, they both increase your strength quite dramatically. I think it depends which one you can run longer, as in which one would do it better, as in the strength increase, because the thing is, guys, me personally, I cannot run Anadrol for any longer than a week and a half, maybe even a week. I mean, 2 weeks would literally, I'll literally feel like death, right? Whereas Dianabol, no problem, I can run it for like 6 weeks and I'll be fine. Even though 4 weeks is about the maximum that I would run it, but in a sense, even if, say, Anadrol was much better at getting you stronger, if you can't run it, then is it really? So the point that I'm trying to get into is that we're all very different, so you kind of have to account for the individuality aspect of things, because say I know people that lose their appetite on Dianabol but they can eat on Anadrol. I know people that lose their appetite on Anadrol but can eat on Dianabol, right? I can eat on Dianabol, I'm fine. After about 2 weeks I start losing my appetite, but for those 2 weeks I'm still fine. And even at that, it's not even as bad, because on Anadrol, guys, it'll get so bad that I'll just have like a constant heartburn, constant so it's basically painful to eat. Like that's how bad it gets. It's not just an appetite suppression. It's not just a matter of the say, well, you're gonna say, well, it's liver toxic, which is why it suppresses your appetite. No, I think it's that something the way my stomach processes the drug, because or the preservatives in the drug, whatever it is, but I just, my stomach doesn't take it well, which is why I can't eat. Also, people say that Anadrol, retains a lot of minerals, the mineral retention, which is why also it suppresses your appetite. But to get back into the similarities of things, they both increase blood pressure, so that's something to bear in mind. And like I say, they're both sort of the same. They're not the same drug, but they have very similar properties in a way that they can act pretty much the same in the body. Dianabol is probably a little better at increasing free testosterone, because it is a testosterone derivative, whereas Anadrol is a DHT derivative. Dianabol was actually developed as a sports performance drug, whereas Anadrol is actually intended to treat illnesses. So you can see that they might have altered the drug in a way that it could be potentially a little bit better for sports performance and bodybuilding, etc. Whereas Dianabol was more used for increasing red blood cell, so like all that stuff. So like I say, it really just depends on what you can and what your body can't process. You're just gonna have to try it. Like, you can't say this one's better than this one, because like I say, property wise, it's not like you're comparing Anadrol and Anavar. Anavar is completely different from Anadrol, whereas the properties of Dianabol and the properties of Anadrol are pretty much neck and neck, I would say. Like, as far as you get strong, you hold water. Anadrol will act as your body will recognize it as estrogen in the body, which is why you basically hold water as well. It's why you can get gyno. Yeah, you can get gyno on both, which is one side effect. I guess Anadrol might be a little bit worse for acne breakouts, because obviously it's a DHT derivative, and DHT is what causes acne for the most part. But or a little bit worse for hair loss, but they're both kind of there. So which one is stronger milligram per milligram? So a lot of people would say, well, Anadrol, obviously, because people take it in 50s. But if you think about it in a way that most people don't go above 30 to 50 mgs of Dianabol, whereas a lot of people at their top dosages would go up to about 150 easily. I've personally never done that because I couldn't. I start at 25, so a half a tablet, and I'll do that maybe for a couple of days, and then I'll take maybe like another half if I can tolerate it. All right. But the point of the matter is, most people take a lot higher Anadrol than they do Dianabol, which is what makes it makes Dianabol milligram per milligram stronger. Also, people would say price-wise, Anadrol is more expensive. But is it though? Because a lot of times you'll get Anadrol for pretty much the same price as Dianabol, maybe a little, obviously a little bit higher. But Dianabol comes in 10 mg tablets, and Anadrol comes in 50s. So you get like maybe 60 tablets or 50 tablets of 50 mgs of Anadrol, and you get 100 tablets of 10 mgs. So in a way, you're probably getting about 2.5 times less the amount of Dianabol than you do per tub in Anadrol when you calculate it. So like I said, that is something to bear in mind. But if you're thinking, well, a bottle per bottle per unit, yeah, Anadrol would be a little bit more expensive. The last thing that I wanted to talk about is use for women. So Dianabol cannot be used for women, alright? It cannot be used in women. Whereas Anadrol, although I wouldn't recommend it because it's still very androgenic and it will cause issues in females, I would say that if you are to choose either, it would probably be that. I mean, it was actually used in kids and obviously women as well in medicine, so it has its uses. However, like I said, it's not something that I would recommend, but you can. And if you're a woman and if you had to either choose Dianabol or Anadrol, I would, it would be Anadrol. So with that said, like I said, I'm going to just quickly recap. They're both very similar. You just kind of have to run either, you have to run them both and to find out. Can you stack them together? Yeah, I mean, the thing is, if you respond to them quite well, you could just take them at half dosages. That would be fine. What else? That's pretty much about it, guys. Like I said, you just have to kind of have to try it because we're all different. Like I said, I can take Dianabol for longer than I can take Anadrol, and I'll be fine. But like I said, Anadrol is just something that my body doesn't, my stomach doesn't agree with it. And if you can't eat, you're not gonna grow. You're not gonna, yeah, you put on the water. You still put on the water. You still, you're still gonna get stronger. But the thing is, like, you still need to eat. You still need to eat for the body to grow. So, like I said, try them both and see which one works for you.